What's good, Raider Nation? Welcome to Monday Night Madness. We don't expect the Raiders to win these days, but we at least expect them to compete, but they do not. Are they the worst team the NFL has ever seen? Let's rant about it.
Monday Night Madness is where your voice takes the mic. This platform is for the dysfunctionally passionate Raider fan to provide their overreactive analysis, provide their emotional persuasiveness, and a chance to be grossly opinionated. When you take the mic, your hot take doesn't necessarily reflect the beliefs of all of Raider Nation or of this show. There might be cussing, arguing, and fans appearing on camera that aren't camera ready. Everyone is welcome to take the mic and join the madness.
If there's anything we've ever done that I'm particularly proud of, I would have to say that the perpetuation of the greatness of the Raiders, to take a professional football team and give it a distinct characteristic that's different from all others.
I think this journey is the most special because there's not a lot of people that have the opportunity playing in high school and college and then pro and then being injured and then starting coaching as a young coach.
Can portray me any way they want because I don't give a damn. I am what I am, and until those people touch me close enough, they'll never know what I am. If they want to see me in this interview or in a newspaper article and say, what's the matter with this guy? Let them say it. But don't you analyze me and don't you tell me what I am until you get close enough to understand what I am. Then you can make an analysis of me. But don't you dare do it until that.
Clicked in my mind that if you just run through somebody's face, a lot of people ain't gonna be able to take that over and 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 over. Run through a motherfucker face.
The mental side of the game is taking me to the next level, and it's true confidence. It's feeding your brain elite of elite. And as I always talk about 1% and more is required, and I always say these things, but it's what I live. I see it everywhere I go because you have to constantly train your mind for greatness.
What's good, Raider Nation? Welcome to Monday Night Madness. This is the show where you don't want to hear from us. We want to hear from you, and tonight it's just rant, baby. Those are our hot takes tonight. You're going to hear from all of the cast, and we are going to go on a rant, and we hope you join us. If you are playing along with us, the drinking game alert is rant. Remember, light that torch, hit that like button, subscribe, and become a member. And we are going to get right into it. Welcome to the show, everybody. Omar, Arthur, Mother Moon, and April in the building. What's good, everybody? Nothing's good, so we're just going to get right into it. Omar, you're up first. Just rant, baby.
Oh, my goodness. You know, I'm going to begin and with a little memory because I remember the Jamarcus Russell era, and we saw some bad football. And what made it so bad is that I remember the hype about Jamarcus Russell. Throw 80 yards on his knees. Who remembers that? Do we all remember that? Throw 80 yards on his knees. We're thinking, oh, this is the guy. Big, strong. We're thinking that is a Raider quarterback. On paper, this kid was going to be, he was it. So the hype was just, it wasn't even hype. I mean, his physical ability was that. So Raider Nation was pumped. We were going into the season. We got our quarterback. And then we didn't. And it just sucked. And that's how I feel right now because I hated that we fired AP. And then when we brought in Carroll, I'm thinking, all right, okay, you're going to go from inexperience to hella experience, and not just hella experience, but winning experience. Won a Super Bowl, won 2 championships in college. I'm thinking, hell yeah. We go into the offseason. I thought we could have made some bigger splashes, but I mean, at that time we had Wilkins. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, all right, defense is going to be better. We're finally going to get a full season of Wilkins. That shit we saw that evaporate. Like, okay, all right. You know what I mean? But Geno, we looked at Geno in Seattle thinking we getting just Seattle Geno. That shit didn't happen. And then you're still thinking, okay, well, we saw AP have these guys fighting with much less talent. I'm still thinking, all right, this season is going to be better than last year. You couldn't tell me that it wasn't going to be better than last year. You add that with my optimism and shit. I'm like 10 wins, baby. Seriously. With a straight face, 10 wins. It's Pete Carroll. Beast Mode just told me he walking in the building with more energy than I got. With more optimism than I got. I'm like, damn, I'm running through the wall and I'm not even in the building. And man, we have laid a monumental egg. And we don't have the Oakland tailgates to make us feel better about the season.
We sure don't.
So I'm just like, I'm suffering. 2025. I am absolutely suffering. And you know what? Like we said last week, we're bad. We don't have to tank. So all we have to do is just not get lucky. And hopefully we can go into this, we can get out of this season and have a very high draft pick and do something with it. And I'm going to make the assumption that we won't let that roll down because I liked our last year first round or this year's first round pick. I definitely loved last year's first round pick. So I'm thinking, come on, man, we'll hit the trifecta and grab a quarterback that will fall right in line with these other offensive first round picks. And because that's all I got, you know what I mean? And it can't get any worse. Even if we lose the other games, I mean, getting blown out twice, shut out. I'm sorry, because we've been blown out several times this season. We are shut out twice. Shut out. And it's like, I got Philly fans that, texting me and I couldn't say shit. I was just like, yep, we're extremely bad team. And that was it. That was it in text.
Yeah.
In text. And I'm going to just end it there, man. That's the end of my rant, man.
All right, Arthur, you're up. Wait, we lost them. Hold on. There you go.
Here I am.
There you go. You're up, Arthur. Just rant, baby.
So I'm just going to take the baton and from Omar. I mean, not only did we get shut out twice this year, but in both those games, we had less than 100 yards of total offense, 75 yards of total offense yesterday. I mean, that's just it's embarrassing. Like we were just talking about it. It's worse than the Jamarcus Russell era, which I never thought that I would say ever in my entire life again. The hatred that I had for Jamarcus Russell spans so deep that 7 years after he left the Raiders and my son was born, my niece, not knowing anything about football, just bought a little Raider onesie with a number 2 on it for my son, and I told her to take it back, that my kid would never wear that. So I had deep hatred for him. That hatred has now shifted to Geno. It has shifted to Pete Carroll. I agree with Omar. I was excited when they hired Pete. I thought, okay, we're going to have somebody that can come in. He has a winning tradition. He's going to build a team. He knows how to build teams. He's done it before. The talent that we have on this team, I think on both sides of the ball is not what I'm seeing on the field. It's not as bad as it should be. I mean, we should be winning some games here. And listen, I'm not a delusional Raider fan that says we're a Super Bowl team, but like I said, we have enough talent to go out there and compete and win games. We have enough talent to definitely have more than 75 yards of total offense. We have a running back that in college last year, and I get it as college, ran for more yards than any other college player other than a guy named Barry Sanders. We have Brock Bowers, who led all tight ends in receptions last year. And so the talent that we have isn't 75 yards of total offense. It's 75 yards for Genty. It's over 75 yards for Brock Bowers. It's Jack Besh, who I don't know if anybody realizes it, but Jack Besh was at LSU in college and was the number 1 wide receiver on LSU with Brian Thomas Jr. and Malik Neighbors on that team. Talent. So I don't understand how we are coming up so short, how that this team isn't achieving. And that's not, it's just not on the offensive side. On the defensive side, I mean, obviously we have a guy named Max Crosby, but there are other talented players out there, and it's just not coming together. This coaching staff is by far the worst coaching staff I've ever seen on any NFL football team ever, not just the Raiders, but 35 years of watching football that I was cognizant and knew what was going on of watching football. And this is the worst coaching staff ever. They do not know anything about their players. They don't know how to coach their players. They don't know how to coach talent. And, I said it 2 months ago, as much money as I spend on this franchise and on this team every year, and I mean, I'm talking thousands of dollars that I spend, it's an absolute embarrassment, and it's just absolutely disheartening to know that I'm giving all my heart and soul my hard-earned money to this team, and I'm getting zero in return. And that's all I got.
All right. April girl, you're up. Just rant, baby.
Whosa. Man. Well, we could just take this all the way back to 2016 and go from there. This is just, it's a shit show. It really is. You know, with bringing back all these coaches that didn't work for us the first time, to thinking they've got something this time. I knew it wasn't going to work with Garoppolo. I knew it wasn't going to work with Gruden. I knew it wasn't going to work with McDaniels. I stuck by this team. I still stick by this team. I still rep because I'm just a diehard fan. But it's like there's got to come a point in time where I got to stop saying we're so good on paper. We're so good on paper. Yet on the field, we suck. We can't get it together. I can't stand the coaching staff. Pete's got to go. All his goons got to go. Take Geno right with you. All of them got to go. Patrick Graham's he's on the verge of, I'm just like done. But even if we have a draft, even if we lose the rest of these games and we come out and get, Mendoza or what's that kid's name? Pavia, whatever his name is. What are we going to do with him? We're here to ruin careers. This is what I've seen in the last 5 seasons. We get somebody, we ruin the shit. They're like, oh my God. Like Ginty's on the verge of being ruined. I can't. This kid has so much talent.
He's
so
ruined.
is Bowers. Yeah. So is Bowers. If they don't get it together this next season, and then I heard people want Gruden back. I'm like, y'all just smoking that shit. Oh, what were you talking about? Drinking that grape juice, whatever it was. Someone's doing something.
Purple drink.
That's what they're doing. They're drinking the purple drink because y'all are crazy if you want Gruden back. I don't want to see none of it. I want to see a young coach. Oh my God, I want to see a quarterback. I'm still mad at AOC. I'm still mad at them not using AOC. They didn't make any adjustments. They could have put him in. What's it going to hurt? I just think they don't like the kid. If you don't like him, get rid of him. Let him go be great somewhere else. Damn, I'm ranting so much I'm sweating. I hate what's happening with the Raiders. I hate what's happening. I'm serious. I'm like, okay, hold up.
Yeah, the purple drink.
Are you sure that's not? Are you sure that's not purple drink right there, April? Because it used to make us sweat a little bit too. Yeah. It was the caffeine in it.
It might be. It might be a little purple drink. Maybe a little. Man, I don't know what this team is doing. And then we got the Giants Sunday. Oh my God, we're about to get killed.
Texans first. Texans then.
Well,
Giants.
wait a second. Oh yeah, Texans. I'm sorry. That's right. Because I was supposed to go and I'm not going. But we're gonna get killed against the Texans.
It doesn't matter. There's no more winnable games. It doesn't matter which order they come in. All right. Is that your end rant, April? All right. Mother Moon, you're up.
Well, my rant is kind of with April. Take a deep breath and just be like, I wanted to see over and over and over, like Marshawn Lynch, like, bust right through everybody and have a good game. But now I just want to drink and drink and drink over and over again. Where do you go from here? When I went to go see the game, somebody tried to talk, a little smack as we sat down. I'm like, we know what to expect. Unfortunately, I don't think anybody's going to get fired this season. I've been saying 2028 is our year, but I'm going to have to push that out a little bit to maybe a couple of more years on that. But my rant is disgust. And there's just nothing there. It's like, of course, you're always a Raider fan until next time. But I am just drained with this. And I felt Mad Max's frustration that we saw him
right
on the side. So rant away, everyone. I hope you call in and give us your 2 cents and rant. I'm drinking a little bit of chocolate martini here.
Yum.
Just rant, baby.
So that's all I have. Just a heavy sigh and a heavy heart for everybody who careers may be ruined.
Rest in peace, careers. All right, I guess it's my turn. Spicy's up. All right, give me a number in the chat here from 1 to 10 of how spicy you like your jalapeno, because I I can go all the way back. Okay, we can sit here and bitch about this team. We can bitch about this coaching staff. We can bitch about the players. We can bitch about the record. And we can sit here and complain about all of that this season. Guess what? This goes back decades. We've talked about on this show so long. It comes from everyone in that office running this team. They don't know how to run this team. There's no consistency. There's too much turnover. They're wasting talent, and we're all sick of it. 2 wins is that's all they're going to get this season. They had 4 last season. 6 wins in 2 seasons. If you had 6 wins in 1 season, that would be considered trash. Okay? It's taken you 2 seasons to get to 6 wins. Like, that's embarrassing. They're a laughing stock. The broadcast is making fun of them. If you go watch this in a sports bar or like in the stadium, like Mother Moon says, everyone else is laughing at them. They scored 0 points. 0. I mean, these days kickers can kick 60-yard field goals, and you can't even score 3. And they've scored 0 twice this season, right?
Yeah.
It goes all the way back. We can look. Everyone loves Al Davis. Everyone wants to shit on Mark Davis. Let's take it all the way back, okay? All the way back. There's problems with this team.
Here we
They can't
go.
even figure out where they want their home to be. They chasing dollars all around. They chasing those dollars. Oh, congratulations, Allegiant Stadium, the most visited stadium this season. Who cares? Like, is that your goal, Raiders, to have the most visited? You don't own the stadium or anything. Like, that's your goal. Like, that's what we're celebrating now, that the most, not only like football, but other events as well. And the fans that are coming through, there aren't even Raiders fans, like Omar touched on. It's not even fun because the tailgates suck even. They're getting a little better, but they're not even that good. They're not Oakland status, never will be, whatever. But there's nothing positive about this team from the time you step foot on that into that parking lot, on the stage, or watch it on TV. We can't even get mad anymore. Like, does anyone even get mad anymore? We're just annoyed by it all. We're just annoyed. It's like we don't even expect them to win. We would just like them to put up some points, to compete. They're not competing. We would like to at least make it interesting. Show you know how to play football, professional football. Show you know how to run plays. Show you know how to tackle and not shoulder check. Like, do something that emulates a freaking professional football team. Okay, and Rant.
Amen, sister. Amen. I felt that in the soul of my being. I was like,
did.
ooh,
Can I add one more thing to my rant?
Yes.
Omar, go ahead.
I just want to add one more thing to my rant because I said this early in the season and I was upset about it. But now I want to add a little bit more because we brought in Tom Brady. And there's one thing, as an executive, he's a rookie executive, and I don't expect him to know shit from that position. But the one thing this guy does know from playing quarterback, and he played it pretty damn well, I'll give him that, is how important an offensive line is. How in the hell could he allow this team to produce that offensive line and have any kind of expectations, along with $48 million just sitting in the bank there that obviously now we can say we spent an additional $48 million on L's because that's what that money got us.
Yeah.
Because you don't bring in Pete Carroll to win later. So what the hell were you saving this money for? Especially when you need a line.
Yep.
And if you want to win now, what would you do? You bring in veteran linemen. You're going to bring in some more vets if you expect to win now and you get your depth with rookies. So there's my 2.0 rant.
All right. Well, we have someone backstage that we are going to let take the mic and join this rant. So welcome to the show, Hobo Raider. We're just gonna, we're gonna give you the mic here. You've got 2 minutes and just rant, baby.
I can't disagree with anything you guys said. This is such a bad football team. It kind of reminds me, it gives me like 80s Packers vibes, 80s Buccaneers vibes. I'm willing to even say 80s Cardinals vibes. Are you any of you old enough to remember the 80s when the Cardinals were in St. Louis? They were just such a silly team. They would cough up the ball. I mean, they didn't even look like a real pro team up there. And that's what the Raiders are looking like right now. I went and looked at some stats. We have scored 64 points total in the last 6 games.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
So that's an average of what, 10.1, 10.0004 or something like that. You know,
That should
less
be
than
about the
11
total of
points
2
a game.
games.
What?
That should be about the total of 2, maybe 3 games.
Yeah, it's less than 11 points a game we're averaging probably all season long, but I just looked at the last 6 games. And I'm with you, Spicy. I didn't even waste the energy to get pissed off about anything I saw after the first quarter. I was just like, yeah, well, this is going to go how it's going to go, but I'll watch anyway. You know what I'm saying? Us Raider fans were kind of like those goth kids that always like cut their wrist for attention because they need the pain. That's what we do every time we watch a Raiders game. We're just like, we're addicted to the pain or something.
We're masochists.
Masochist?
Yeah. This is like a masochist in us coming out, man.
Damn it! I didn't think I would get outed, but whatever.
But you're right. You guys are all right, with the exception of a couple of nice young pieces that can really develop, Caleb Rogers and Thornton and everything, and Porter. There's nothing positive to really say about this team.
Nope, we agree with you, and we're gonna let you stick with us here for a little bit. I'm sure you want to get more in, but thank you for that rant. Everybody else wants to take the mic and join the madness. We want to hear your rant as well, but let's get to the comments here because there's a lot of them, and we were in the middle of our rants that we didn't really get to them. So let's get to it. Optimistic Raider Travis, 17-0 in 2026. My friend, I will take that bet. So, hey, Mother Moon, you're right. We all, like April said as well, right? We're all still here repping. We're all still yelling Raiders, and we're all still tuning in for their abysmal performances. But, hey, it is what it is. True Raider 22, as long as your heart beats, pledge your allegiance. That's right. You know that's right. Sharif, she's dating us back to 2015. Or excuse me, December 15th, 2019, last game in Oakland. I was there. That's today, actually.
Yeah, I know. I still got the picture with my boys.
I was there.
The pictures with my sons,
there.
man. Yeah, that was a good one, dude.
How we didn't run into each other is beyond me.
How we let Minshew beat us that day is beyond me.
Nice.
You can't write that, right? You can't even write that. He goes on to say, this is supernatural punishment on the Raiders for the sin of deviation. Al Davis is not pleased.
No,
nobody's pleased, my friend. There's not one person pleased in this building. Raiders Fu Chris, salute to you. Alpha Mega, what up, fam? Draft Genty, that ish ain't happening. What do you mean? I'm confused on that one. Let me know.
Colin?
You might be saying we wasted his whole rookie season with that old line. Shit, poor kid. I feel bad for him every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
We can only go from worst to first. Well, there's an optimistic thought of the day.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
There you go. There's no way Brady will let Fernando Mendoza get away from us. He wants a return on this investment. Believe me. Let's talk about that just a little bit. What do you think here? Really quick. Let us know in the chat as well. Do you think this is something the Raiders should do? Let's just go real quick because I do want to get through these comments real quick. Arthur, draft him or go in a different direction?
Absolutely draft him. I think he's smart. I think he's got a great head on his shoulders, and that's what you want in a franchise quarterback. So absolutely draft him.
Mother Moon?
Draft him. What do we got to lose? I'm only thing to look up. Hopefully, look up from here.
I think he has more to lose than the Raiders. Like April said, we're career killers. Omar?
And sit him. Draft Mendoza and sit him.
100%.
Well, I don't know if he's going to learn much from Geno Smith, but sure, we'll try that method. Draft him or go a different direction?
Is it my turn?
Yep.
I agree with what Omar just said. Draft him, but don't expect him to come in and be the savior, especially not right away. Draft him and sit him, I would too, even though we don't really have a great quarterback. But, Joe Burrow is available now, so that could change.
I'd love to have him. I would love to have him. April?
I say draft him, even though we don't have a quarterback that he can go under. But Joe Burrow, what? What? I mean, if they get Joe Burrow, you sit this kid Mendoza for a whole year. Look what they did with Jordan Love. I mean, they're smart. They're smart over there in Green Bay. They sat him, I think 3 years almost until Aaron was out. Look at him now. Look at him now. Just saying. So yes, I'm not into college, but I have been looking in on this kid. This kid's got an arm, he's got yards, he's got touchdowns. I believe he got a champ. He beat Ohio State or something like that.
Yeah,
And I saw someone say, "What good quarterbacks come out of India?" At this point, I don't care if he comes out of fucking
think this is
Compton
the
State.
first.
We need a quarterback. Period. We do. So draft him. Yes.
I'm with you. Draft him. All right. Sharif says, mind-numbing, low-quality football. This is very true. Which begs the question. The question is, will the Giants intentionally tank to beat us to the number 1 pick? You know what? They would have to try really hard because even the Raiders on their best day, they probably still aren't going to win.
This could be the shittiest game ever aired. I mean, literally.
Tank, though. That's the thing.
That's the tank bowl.
A 0-0 tie. 0-0 tie.
I wonder what the ratings for that game are going to be.
Oh, it's probably blacked out everywhere.
Yeah.
Spytech hasn't improved this team at all. Let's see. Raider Paul, Carroll about to get fired. We're going to talk a little bit about that coming up here. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We're going to get to some more comments. There are a lot of them. But before we let you go, Hobo Raider, any other thoughts that you had?
Well, I have a quick announcement before I get the thoughts. You guys remember my backstory of being formerly homeless, getting into college and everything like that?
Yes.
Okay, here's why I'm telling you. Here's why I'm bringing this back up again. When I was watching the Raiders yesterday, I said to myself, if I ever have to go homeless again, but God forbid, and I end up having to hold up one of those cardboard signs that ask for help, I'm not even going to write homeless sign. I'm going to write Raiders fan, hungry, help, please help. or I might just go homeless and a Raiders fan. Any help appreciated. Stuff like I bet you I would make tons of money out there. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Hey, use the pity sign. It might work.
But
I might try that at the game.
I know, right? I was thinking, hey, that's a great idea.
Go ahead.
It'd be funny if I did it and made like $1,000 in like an hour or something.
That would be hilarious.
But there's a lot of talk about Joe Burrow. This is what I'll close with. There's a lot of talk about Joe Burrow possibly coming to the Raiders, and there's a lot of Raider fans, of course, saying, no, we would have to give up a bunch of draft capital for him. And I say go for Joe Burrow. I don't care if we have to give up our next 3 years in first rounders. We have the money, and if we get Joe Burrow, he instantly becomes the greatest quarterback ever to wear a Raiders uniform. Number 2, good offensive linemen are going to want to play for Joe, and we have the money to go get those other offensive linemen too. So if we bring Joe here and we bring some offensive linemen here, which will actually want to play here, our fortunes completely change, in my opinion. So I think we should really take a serious shot at Joe Burrow.
I agree with you there. And I want to pose this question to you before we let you go.
Yeah.
Do we let Pete Carroll coach him?
Assuming Pete makes it through the season or after this, which I seriously doubt he's going to. I mean, Joe Burrow can deal with just about anybody for a little while. Because even if Pete is here next season, he'll probably be fired after like 3 games anyway, right? But I think that if Joe Burrow comes here, other coaches are going to want to come here too. I mean, Joe Burrow raises our profile so much. Like if we would have had Joe Burrow last year, I guarantee you Ben Johnson would have at least considered the offer from Brady to come here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't think Pete Carroll would be coaching Joe Burrow if he was here, but that's, that remains to be seen.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for just ranting, baby, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yep. You guys were on a great show as always.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks for always being on. We appreciate you.
Make that sign.
All right, let's get back to some of these comments here. Sacktown Raider Mike, what's up, Spicy Omar, Arthur Omar, and Moon? Good. Sharif says Pete Carroll will definitely step down on Black Monday. Let's talk a little bit about this. Arthur, you want to go ahead and talk about what may or may not happen with Pete Carroll, whether he's fired or forced to resign?
I think it's going to be a mutual parting of ways at this point. I think that Pete knows that. I don't think he wants to admit that he's might be past his prime a little bit. It might just be, like you said, kind of coaching way, way, way above his head. And that the game's passed him by. I mean, nobody ever wants to admit that whatever career you do, that maybe those young bucks are out there doing it better than you are, but the game's just passed him by. So I think that because there's probably some respect there still for him, that I think that it's going to be a mutual parting of the ways. We were talking about it kind of pre-show about that there's been rumors about a buyout of his contract. I said it about a month ago. I could see them putting him in the front office and giving him some front office position and just kind of honoring him that way, or at least offering him a front office position. But I don't think it's going to be an outright firing. I think that they're going to try to make it to where, either Pete goes to the front office and they just make it look like he was, hey, we're going to move him over here, or they're just going to kind of do a buyout, like a mutual parting of ways of, hey, we're just going to go our separate ways, and it's a mutual thing.
Yep. All righty. Thank you for that, Arthur. Coach Sippin Jamba Juice says Cam Miller time. Sharif, Genty is out of here soon and his rookie deal is up. They will have to make Bowers the highest paid tight end in history. Well, I think I think you said at the top of the show, I think it was Omar who said there is a lot of talent on this team. It's just not being utilized in the right way. Or maybe it was Arthur, one of you anyway. And it really just comes down to coaching, right? Because if you do have this talent, it really just comes down to coaching. So I hope they are able to kind of figure it out and keep these guys. Armando, what's good? Shout out to the beautiful Raider Nation. Raiders got to stop going to the recycle bin. Woo! Pick parts don't work. Stay strong, Raider Nation. Ooh, he said pick.
Is that a no to Burrow? Is that a no to Burrow? Right
no. I'm going. No. I'm going. We didn't get into comments for like 20 minutes or 25 minutes into it. So this is way back. This is even before my rant. So we're still way far. We're way back there. Coach Sippin Jamba Juice says, so the word that I keep using is obsession. The fans are more obsessed with the team's success than the people running it because of this. The team doesn't win. Al was obsessed, hence 5 Super Bowl berths.
Okay.
Yeah. And I kind of think both. I think both. I think we've said on this show for a long time over and over again that there's a lot more deep-rooted issues there. What's good? Anna, good evening to you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a supporter and a member of the show. We appreciate you. Indiana Raider by way of Cicero. What's up, Omar?
What's up? What's up, my brother?
Just kidding.
We're out in Indy, so we're kicking it.
Yeah, it's all good. MG's Raiders. This team is a whole ish show. WTF? Yeah, we don't know what the we try to figure it. We are trying to figure it out as well. Let's see. Since they fired Hugh Jackson, Ish went left. Okay. All right.
Yeah, because it went from Hugh, and then all of a sudden we didn't get good again until old boy from Hayward, and then that went down too. Shit, there might be something to that.
All right. Well, thanks for giving us some love as well. Armando says the only undefeated is our Raiderette. Lovely ladies, you go, girlfriend. Oh, I think you're talking to us, but we got to shout it out to the actual Raiderettes as well.
Oh,
I renounce my Raideretteness. I renounce my Raideretteness.
Fair enough. Rick, thank you so much. He said good job. I think he's speaking of my rant. Alpha Omega Forever. Mendoza looks like a young Tom Brady. All right. Or has play like him.
I don't want to go that far yet, but he's smart. He definitely has a good head on his shoulders.
All right. Well, Joe Burrow's in the building.
Oh.
I'm coming to the Raiders for one season to be close to the For Life Raiders podcast. There you go. Joe Burrow.
Well, come on right now.
You're welcome. He was
just chat with us.
I know if we do get Burrow, we better get a hell of an O-line, because hasn't he been injured a lot?
Oh,
he's been injured several seasons. So shit, we would need the best O-line, and it would turn it around. I'm not gonna lie.
Jay Jackson, what's good, my friend? He may claim retirement due to health reasons.
Claim something
about Pete Carroll there.
That's gonna be
he can claim whatever he want to claim. He can claim whatever he wants to claim out that door. I don't care. Retirement. I'm going back to college. I'm going to continue just teaching college, because he did have a side gig teaching, which I'm thinking, I hope he did a better job at his side hustle than he did with his main job, because damn, them students are getting hurt for that money.
All right, Omar, you can pick out a few comments there if you want to and go ahead and read them. But in the meantime, I do want to say this though, okay? Because we're crapping on the Raiders a lot and they deserve it because they're putting up 0. But Mother Moon, you touched on this in your rant. Mad Max is out there still fighting. The one highlight of this team, that man is still fighting. 10 sacks on the seasons. What does he have? 25 tackles for a loss. Yeah. Some other really great stats from him. He's fired up still. He's getting into his people's face on the sidelines. He still wants to win. And honestly, I know, Arthur, you said there's other talent. I get it. But he, I think, is still the bright side of this Raiders. And I just want to give him a shout out because we can sit here and, talk trash about the Raiders all day. But hey, at least we still got him. Go ahead, Omar.
Shit, I forgot what I was going to say. But I mean.
Oh, I thought you were going to pull up the comments.
I'm like, I know I had something else I was going to say. And I'm like, God dang it. I can't remember what I was going to say. Shit.
All right, James, I don't know if you're a Broncos fan. You're not wrong, but the Legion Stadium is everybody's second home.
Oh, yeah.
You can put any name in there. You know what? I don't know if you just went to that game and you're a Raiders fan or you're a Broncos fan. Other way, if you're a Broncos fan, hate to say it, your team's not special. It's a takeover for every other team. I don't mean that in a bad. I'm like knocking the Raiders, not you. I'm knocking the situation the Raiders put themselves in. It's always the other team's away team's home field advantage.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Here's a good one.
This is pretty good though. I'm excited for the future, especially if we get the number 1 pick. Yeah, I think having the number 1 pick can attract coaching talent. So more than just having the number 1 pick. Absolutely. I think especially if, let's just say there's a coach out there who loves Mendoza or loves one of the other quarterbacks. Like I say, I haven't been following enough. I know Mendoza did win the Heisman, so that's great. Good for him. Congratulations. But if you get a coach and he has his eyes set on a quarterback and we can lock in, their success will be tied. I think that could be good for us. So, I'm excited too.
Over $100 million in salary cap space too. That's pretty enticing to the number 1 pick and a lot of salary cap space.
Well, not if we save half. Not if we fucking put half of the damn $100 million in the bank and buy ourselves some more L's. Sorry.
Pump the brakes. I think he's into it this year. I don't know about you guys. I have faith in Spytek still. I think he eased into it a little bit this year. See what he had. Maybe Pete a little bit too much power, but I'm telling you right now, he's going to spend some money. He's going to build this team. He built a great front office in the offseason last year. We talked about it before. I don't need to go down that road again. One of the comments there said that Spytek hasn't done enough to build this team yet. I have faith in him still. I think he's a smart GM. I think that he, like I said, he just kind of came into this trying to figure out where he was at and kind of just took a mulligan season type of thing. And obviously we're paying for it and we're upset about it, but it's going to happen this offseason.
I don't think the draft class was the problem.
No, not at all. I think, like I said, it was a great draft.
Right. No, I'm agreeing with you. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Because I think in the comments we heard some firing for him as well.
Yeah,
I think he was able to go get some good talent. It's just not being able to be utilized.
Right. It's undercoached. We're seeing it on the field when it's out there. It's just undercoached. And once again, I mean, you can't tell me that we're playing Rodgers, but Grant isn't ready to be out there playing. I just don't agree with that. I think it's, we've said it for weeks. So just give Spytek a little bit of a chance, guys. It's going to happen.
I'm. You know me, I'm on the fence with Spytek, but here's a good point Sharif is making, talking about seeing Spillane over there. There was also another DN, I believe, who went to the Pats as well. Faison, no, what was his name? Kaysen. And I mean, you can't build a team if you're letting your talent walk out the door. I mean, it'll just be, you're just on a treadmill. You're moving, but you ain't getting anywhere. You know what I mean? So that's one thing too right now that I think we've done. I mean, I hate our slot corners over at Green Bay. Our running back is over at Green Bay, Josh Jacobs. And these are guys we drafted.
He wanted to be, and Jacobs wanted the Raiders to sign him. He's probably over there happy that they let him go at this point.
And he wanted us to resign him and was very upset when we didn't. We drafted Morik. Morik is gone. And I know some people are like, I wouldn't have paid. Well, I don't think our safeties have done any better than Morik. And I like it when we draft someone and we develop them and they're our guys. I kind of like that. And I don't think you can build a team without doing that. If you're going to draft well, okay, keep them though. You know what I mean? You can't build if you don't. So I'm definitely feeling this one right here. So,
and I mean, just take it back onto that comment. I mean, was that a spy tech move by not signing, or was that a Pete Carroll thing by saying, you know what, these guys don't fit my system? So, I mean, yeah, I agree. I listen. I love Spillane. I love Von Chase, and Morig. I'm kind of one of those guys that I don't know if I'd have paid him that much, but I do agree that keeping talent, we got to keep talent. My biggest thing is that, like I said, I think that Pete had a lot to do with who we kept and who we signed and brought in, because he wanted to bring in a bunch of people that fit his system. So I think that, like I said, Spytek just kind of took a mulligan year, and it's going to happen. We just saw it with the draft. The draft was a smart draft, so it's going to happen.
Okay. And I
real
will stay
quick,
on that
I want to
board.
thank John Spytek for the $2 super chat. We appreciate you. He says, "You tell him, Arthur, forget the rest of you haters." Go ahead, Omar.
And I'll stay on that same note, but I was talking about this, I think, a couple of weeks ago about a plan. And to me, that's a part of the planning piece, is saying, hey, here's what we got. And when you're interviewing coaches, you know what I mean? You're trying to say, hey, we want to build on this. Can you? And if they can't, and now you got to keep scrapping and keep scrapping and keep scrapping, folks, that we're not going to get better. So that's what you're saying right there has to be a part of those interview discussions. You know what I mean? How far of a scrap job do we got to go for this coach? You know what I mean? Or are you a coach that's going to fit some of the players that we have and can continue building that way? I think, because other than that, man, we're just going to be all movement, but we ain't going to get anywhere. So that's it.
That's it.
Rant ended.
Rant number 2 ended.
Rant, that's like 4.0, 4 or 5. I don't know.
That's fine. Just rant, baby. Just rant, baby. MG's Raider is saying Josh Jacobs is over there balling. He is. And good for him. But to that point, too, I don't think he'd be balling on this team.
No, and that wasn't a spy tech move, by the way.
Nothing to do. Yeah. And I'm with Streak with the letting Spillane leave as well.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't think he'd be balling on this team, because that O-line is so bad. Josh Jacobs would not have the career or this season he's having with the Raiders, unfortunately.
Yeah, got to do better. Got to do better.
We got Terry, what's good from England, and got into the Raiders, and I got into the Raiders in 2008. Don't know how, LOL, but this is the worst season ever, in my opinion. And yeah, let's bring that back a little bit, because that was kind of the topic of the show. We did go on this rant, and we have so much to rant about, but let's just go a little roundtable here. Is this the worst season the Raiders have ever had? Maybe even the NFL has seen. I mean, we know the Detroit Lions had a season where they won 0 games. I guess 2 is technically better, but is this the worst season ever, Arthur?
It's tied. 2006.
It's tied. April, go ahead.
2-11, 2006.
It's the worst looking.
Right before we drafted Jamarcus, we were 2-11. 2014, we were 4-11. But I mean, the 2-11, 2006. So took us 19 years to get there.
But are we just going by the record? Because I think it's worse. Because I've said this before. If they would have played the Patriots in any other week than week 1, they wouldn't even have 2. The Patriots would have ran all over them. So I'm not sure for me if I'm going just by record. What do you think, Mother Moon? I don't want to call you out here, but you've actually been able to see the glory years. So your bar's a little different, because you've got to see some Super Bowl wins. Is this the worst team you've ever seen? Or the worst season?
Calling me out, but you're right. I want to say yes, because this is the worst I've felt. This, as a fan, I'm feeling depleted. I'm sure they are too, but as a fan, it is the worst I have felt. So I'm going to have to say, yeah, this is not good for my health. Apparently at my old age.
No, you're just the matriarch of this podcast. It's a beautiful thing. I'm not saying that because, hey, I wish I was around to see some Super Bowl wins. Just saying.
I did. They're fantastic. It was just the grunt of its team, and maybe times have changed. It seems to be more fancy and about the money and the glory, and look at my diamonds on my teeth, and look at this and that, and I can get more faster and not have to earn it. Well, we, the fans, are really feeling the brunt of all that, which is heavy on my shoulders to want them to win so badly. So I'm going to say, yes, this is the worst season that I have seen.
And I'm with you on that. Just, I felt like maybe in other seasons we had hope. I don't even feel like we're tuning in with any hope these days.
Right.
We know they're going to lose. It's just how bad are they going to lose? What do you think, Arthur? Is this the worst season you've ever seen?
Absolutely, and I agree with you. I'm not looking at the record. I'm looking at the product on the field.
Yep.
Like you said, I said it 2 months ago. I said before we played Cleveland that Cleveland was the only winnable game left on our schedule, and that was with 2.5 months to go in the season. I don't tune in with any type of hope. I guess at this point, my hope is that at least they hang around long enough to at least make it entertaining and compete a little bit and make me think that they might win. And in our group chats, maybe have listened to Positive Omar talk about, it's going to happen. Here we go. But this is the season that I've never experienced this in any season. Even in 2006, like I said, they were at least somewhat competitive in games. This, like I said, this is just absolutely embarrassing. It's disheartening. I'm drained going into the start of the game. I think yesterday, my only saving grace that I took from that game was that it ended so soon. That game was over by like 12:30. I was like, oh my God, at least it ended fast. So
I was thinking the opposite. This can't get over fast enough. But Omar, what do you think?
But I mean, normally, a 10 o'clock game, you're going till 1, you got to sit there till at least 1 o'clock. I mean, that was over by about 12:30, and it was like, okay, well, now I can get on with my day. So
no, that's true. That's fair. That's fair. Omar, what do you think? Worst season ever?
Yeah. And the reason why it's the worst season ever, of course, is because we're the worst looking team on the field. Our offense, I don't remember our offense looking this bad since, what was the guy off the couch, that offensive coordinator we had brought in back in I can't even remember what year that was. And I mean, it was the lamest offense ever with less talent. And that's what makes this one worse, because this one had more talent than that offense and looked just extremely bad. I mean, it's terrible. So yes, worst team, worst product I have seen this season.
All right. And I did not hear this. Thank you for all of those opinions there. Did y'all hear Max's 6-word response to us getting shut out yesterday? I actually didn't. What is it? Does anyone on this panel know? Or if
I don't know.
Can drop it in the chat there. Maybe I did, but if I did,
cut
it's
off
not coming
everything
to
after
me.
that game.
Raider Travis agrees. Nobody balling behind our O-line.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, the controversial question. Do y'all think that they should trade Crosby? No. Okay, next question.
No.
I'll let you guys speak on it. I say absolutely not. I say absolutely not. That's where I draw the line.
It's my favorite ginger ever. Hell no. If they trade him, it's it. It's done. That'd be the stupidest thing the Raiders do.
Like I said, he's the only one who is performing on that field. They should not trade him. I know there might be some differences of opinion on this panel. The only thing I will say, I don't want him to go. I don't think they should trade him. If he thinks that his talents are wasted and he decides to go, I will be super sad. I'll be bummed about it. I will respect his decision. But no, I do not want his name being talked about as being traded. Anyone else want to speak on this?
I mean, for me, it depends. It depends, because are we going to build anything in time enough to utilize Crosby in a successful campaign? And that's the question. And I don't think any of us can answer that, because it could happen. You know what I mean?
We've seen franchises turn around. Before. Can the Raiders do it? I don't know.
Or will it benefit us to trade him and just go on the long build because there's no daylight in sight? And I think that's a conversation that Max and the organization are going to have. I think Max is a team guy. You know what I mean? But I think we should. I think we could have had lots of Maxes. And I'm saying that not that they're going to be a Pro Bowler like Max.
Yes.
But yeah, we let him go, and we let him go.
Right.
And we let him go.
Could you imagine? And we should not have.
And we should not have. Exactly. So, I mean, and maybe we're both trying to make two different points saying the same thing. But in my mind, like I say, it all depends on what we're going to do with Max. If we can get somewhere with Max, hell yeah. You know what I mean? But if we're not, and this build, by the time we get somewhere, he's falling apart, then now we've wasted his career. And I would hate that as well.
Anyone else want to comment on that?
Like I said, I got 2 words for you. Khalil Mack. We traded away Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
probably in his prime for the same reason. Oh, we're going to get draft picks for him. We're going to rebuild this. We're going to put it together. We don't want to waste Khalil Mack's talent, blah, 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 blah. And it didn't happen. So there's other ways of going about this. Once again, number 1 draft pick. We all know a quarterback can turn a team around. Bring in, April said it earlier, bring in a young, innovative coach that has a good mind, maybe either offensive or defensive mind. I don't really care either way. With a good offensive coordinator that can build a quarterback and actually teach a quarterback, rebuild this offensive line with all this money that we have, and have another good draft. We already had 1 good draft last year. Have another good draft this year. Spend some of this money. Good, young, innovative coach. And, I mean, in 2 years, we could be right back in this.
Well, one good thing is we've had Crosby longer than we had Mack. So we're on the good side of this, right, of history, at least in that regard. So, but can we get another one? And we've tried because we know we got to get this man some help. We tried with Wilkins. Like, that wheel has to get broken. Right. We got to break this wheel of bringing in, how the hell did we ruin Wilkins? Or was Wilkins just,
he was a little crazy in college anyway. So, I mean, he's got a long time.
Was that just a bad pickup? I don't know. But
yeah.
We got a Colts fan in the building. At least my team almost won with a 44-year-old. Got some Colts in here. We got some Broncos in here. I don't know why y'all tuning in, but thank you. I mean, hey, maybe you'll feel sorry for us. Like Hobo Raider was saying, you hit that super chat button, throw some pity dollars our way. We, like Arthur said, he's spending thousands of dollars like we all are to go watch this team underperform. Mother Moon.
Maybe they got the answer for
Raider Mike says, no way Mother Moon looks old enough to have seen all 3 Raiders Super Bowl wins. There you go.
Yeah.
Thanks,
she's like, I'm just going to go with that comment right there. We're in conversation.
Right? And Rant. Alpha Omega have to lay and build a foundation, build to win for years to come and do more than just compete. They're not even competing. And yes, come on. We've said this over and over again too. What happened to just win, baby? Commitment to excellence. There's been commitment to no excellence. There's no just win babying. None of that. They should go and take those sayings off the wall until they actually win, baby, or they actually are committed to excellence. Then you can put those back up on the wall. Until then, how about just commit to like a 500 season? Can we at least get that?
Oh, she got the head bobbing. Can we at least get that? She's going to cigarette.
Some progress, a little progress. Some progress.
Accelerator, we appreciate you. John Cena is available now. Put him at tackle. There you go. You can't see me. Bring John Cena in the building. Hey, if Allegiant Stadium is just trying to get more attraction into it, I think that will get it. Coach sipping Jamba Juice. I think Cole might be our best player.
Huh?
Things about AJ Cole.
I think we've been talking about our best player, Max.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Hands down for me. Max. Yeah. Alpha Omega says yes, the worst. Speaking of the season, the worst season the Raiders have ever had. Raider Travis, no words really, to be honest. Okay, that was his 6 words.
I got a rant still.
Tell me, girl.
Sitting here stewing, drinking.
Stewing. I know. I've been. You've been a little quiet, and I'm not mad at it.
I tried to get in, but I
can see the fumes.
I tried to get in, but y'all kept talking. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. This is way off, not way off topic, but how in the F does this dummy Josh McClown have a goddamn fucking offense that is a 12, whatever they are? How? That's what I want. That's my rant. You couldn't even come here and
we've seen that a lot of times though. Good coordinators that are bad head coaches though. So
I know, I understand that, but I'm just saying it's just like a slap in the Raiders' face because and I told someone, I said, well, he's working for Vrabel. I said, so I mean maybe he's just better as an offensive coordinator than he was as a head coach, clearly. But that's just a rant because he really put the Raiders back big time.
Well, it was again. I know nobody likes him, and I get it, but it just comes down to it. There's more than one missing piece to this puzzle, and firing one person and replacing them with a head coach or this, that, and the other. Josh McDaniels is in a position where he is better at. He wasn't great at head coaching. He's great in the position he's at now with offensive coordinator. But then he's also got a shiny young new quarterback over there, right? So very different situation. So it's not one piece of the puzzle. Everything has to come together, and the Raiders can't figure it out. Everyone wants to call it a losing season does not equal a rebuilding year. Okay, losing season doesn't equal rebuilding year, because what did we rebuild this year? What did we rebuild? We have an old coach, an old quarterback, and wasted young talent. I don't see that as rebuilding. I see that as just poor execution and a losing season.
And we do have a really young team. Thinking about it, we drafted a lot of good players that are young, and it could very well be a rebuild, but you can't rebuild if you don't have somebody to rebuild it. You just don't. Pete Carroll was not the answer. I knew it from day one. Geno Jets Trash Can Smith was not the answer. I knew that from day one. I don't know why we can't get it together. I don't understand. I as a big fan cannot understand how they cannot grasp this task. I think ever since Bisaccia left, I think we kind of went a little downhill. Man, I don't know. I don't know what the hell Mark Davis is doing. I like Spytek. I think he did good in the draft. So we'll see what he does we'll see what he does in the draft coming up. I think we do need to go for a quarterback, and we definitely need an O-line. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm getting hot again. It's this grape juice.
It's a purple drink. Alpha and Omega, we've said this over and over again. It's not just tank, baby. They just can't win, baby. They are not trying. Yeah. They are not trying. Sharif says, just don't hire a head coach with a head visor. They never work out for the Raiders. True that. True that.
That's fact.
I'm not defending this comment, but if anyone understands it and wants to reply to it, please do. If you're obsessed with winning, are you doing broadcasting, or are you devoting your time to the Raiders only?
You're talking about Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, okay. I was like, he's talking about us? Got it.
No, Tom Brady. And I already said that about Tom. Like, dude, how could you not? One thing you could have put a stamp on is like, nobody can play without a fucking O-line. Come on, man. How you gonna let your boy Spike?
I think that's all he better than anyone.
All he did was bring his boy Spytek, and then he left. He was just like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah.
He is having way too much fun broadcasting, talking about snow in the background, and I'm like, this clown. God bless somebody.
I did think he was going to be more of a mentor. I thought he was going to have some hands-on and actually show up at the game and be on the sidelines. Something I really did.
Care about his money. I mean, it's an investment. You should want to know
every week. Chip Kelly said they were talking every week.
All I know
MG
is
Raider
Thomas
said
E.
April.
Brady.
You said what we're all thinking.
Well, Thomas E. Brady better not think because Phillip Rivers' ass came back that he could go and throw back on his number 12 jersey, because no.
Hey, I'll take that over what we have. Honestly, I will take that over what we have. If he wants to finish out the last 3 games, I'm here for it. Sharif, my favorite conspiracy theorist. There's no coincidence. Pat signed 5 Raiders from last year. Brady is a double agent.
I don't know about that. I'm just going to attribute that to that damn wheel we need to break. You know what I mean? Without a plan and knowing what you got and finding someone that can work it, we're going to continue to do that shit. We will. Conspiracy theorists aside, we'll still do it, dude. We're going to keep breaking it and thinking we're fixing it and not really fixing anything if we do this. If we don't understand a plan and be patient. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. It's crazy to go from AP to freaking Carroll and get worse and not have given AP more time and been patient. And then to get this, dude, man, sucks. Where'd y'all go? I'm by myself here, huh? Let's go. Let's see here. Raider Travis, at the end of the year, we're all going to come back next year hoping and believing that whatever happens in the offseason, that we're going to be great again. Hey, dude, you know what? After free agency and the draft, that reset hits, dude, I'm 100% 17-0.
Omar, you
I like
must
that.
have been real passionate about that last rant since you kicked us all off.
No
I
kidding.
don't even know. I just, I talk with my
Let me
hands
take
and
the mic.
He's like, what I got to say is so important. I'm gonna
Exactly. I'm
take
taking the mic. It's
center
Monday.
stage, okay?
Hey,
You guys don't even get the little
can I-
side squares.
Can I blame it on the yak? You know what I mean?
Blame it
I'm
on
gonna
the
blame it on the
Blame it on
Hennessy.
the purple drink, okay?
I'm gonna blame it on the Hennessy.
Afro DVI, thanks for joining us. We always love having you as well. The grass is always greener on the other side. Well, it's certainly a lot greener on the other side if you're a Raiders fan. But that's, listen, it was a good conversation. That hour went fast because ranting, we needed, this is like, will be your therapy session, I suppose. But thank you all for commenting. Thanks for the super chats, Hobo Raider. Thanks for joining us. Omar, Arthur, Mother Moon, April, always good for our weekly show together. And
This is
Raider Nation, it's totally right.
Therapy.
All we got.
Shit.
That's all we got now. Hey, this is the only day we get to laugh and have fun as a Raiders fan.
Right?
All the other days are a little too painful. But hey, we're still here rocking the silver and black. We're still here every week rooting on our team. We're always hoping for the best. And Raider Nation, we go out one way and only one way.
And only one way.
Raiders.
Thanks for tuning in,
Good
Raider
stuff,
Nation. We'll
guys.
see you next week on Monday Night Madness.
Let's go.
Having a hot